so excited to be here.
Oh, I am so thrilled that you decided to come aboard the Flexible Lifestyle Community. Yay!
Yay!
I should have some ding-a-lings or bells or something.
Yeah, and I've got some.
Good. Yes, you do. So I'm Marian LaSalle from Agency 258. This is the Flexible Lifestyle Community. And this is our guest today, Marla Regan. Hi, Marla.
Hello.
So Marla and I have known each other for a good many years.
Yes.
Don't even know how many. I'm not going to try to remember.
Why?
Exactly. I know she's, not a murderer. I know she's, I know her family. I know her.
Yes.
We met I believe we met at a speakers conference.
Maybe. I think it went back farther than that even. We did go to a ladies' retreat. It was a day away type retreat.
Right.
And I believe that's where we met. It was all in networking. How important is networking?
Very
You just
important.
never know where your next best friend is going to come from.
That's right.
Right.
We've been stuck together ever since then.
Absolutely.
Nothing could tear us apart.
Mm-mm.
So the reason why I wanted to have you on the show today is because we started having this conversation about living a flexible lifestyle.
Right.
And we talked about the mindset, and we talked a little bit about how you could start, even if you don't have one yet, how you could get started in it. So I want to kind of go back a little bit backwards, and then I want to go into the now. And then I'd like to dig into your future about what you see for yourself in your flexible lifestyle.
All right.
So a little bit about what Marla and I have been up to. We were both flooded out in Hurricane Harvey here in the Houston area. Now, I was in the middle of it during the storm. And then once the storm passed, they had such a buildup of water in the reservoirs. That's when Marla got it.
Yes.
So for the last 6 months, we've been dealing with reconstruction.
Right. Rebuilding. There's a painter here as we speak who's painting my half white wall, half beige wall. Right. So, yes, we've been blessed in the mess. So many people from all over the United States have come into my home to help the rebuilding process. We've gotten gift cards in the mail from people I don't even know. So the generosity has just poured out. It's really blessed in the mess.
It's been pouring in.
It has. Pouring in, yes. Coming in. I don't want any more pouring, please. Yes, exactly. So, yes. The blessings just keep coming.
I just did a video. It'll go up on YouTube very shortly. I just did one yesterday as I was sitting at Unity waiting for one of my classes to start about that. Here in the Houston area, for the last 6 months, it has been very cold, very rainy, very like almost like the whole area just needed to rest for a while.
Absolutely. We were doing something. I know we were having to clear things out of the house so that the tile could be laid. And I told my brother, I said, we're putting everything out in the garage. And he said, just be grateful it's not 95 degrees outside. And I said, I needed to hear that. I am so very grateful that the weather has been in the 60s and low 70s, and it has been tolerable, and we're able to work without really getting heat exhaustion. So exactly. It is a nice, restful, peaceful time right now. So,
right.
Yes.
So over the years, Marla and I have lived a pretty flexible work life where we are able to just take an opportunity. Someone asks us to speak in another city, another state, right here in Houston area. It's fine. We can say yes and adjust our schedule so that we can just make it happen. As a matter of fact, we did belong to a group. We were directors for the Public Speakers Association, and we were asked a lot of times to do a presentation together.
And that was fun. Yes.
Yes. So even though she has a different kind of business than I do, we were able to bring those two together and offer the audience what they needed to hear, what we wanted to get across, you know.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Now we haven't talked about what she does yet, so that's the next thing. So I do credit her for giving me a work area that no one can complain about.
Not right now.
Well, back before my house was flooded,
Right.
I had an office with my business partner in the same, we worked from home and it was in one room. And I annoyed the heck out of her because I like to talk and I like to share and I like to, you know, get all excited. And she's like, hello, I'm
She doesn't.
over here.
Yes, she's
Hello.
real head down, quiet, thinking. The analytical mind is working. Exactly. I mean, we had sunshine and we had not cloudy, but you know, it was like day and night in the same room. Yeah.
And so I hired Marla to come to my house. I physically had her come over and say, find me a space that I can call my own here. Let's help me set it up and organize it so that I can work and she can work and everybody's happy. Right. So that was one of my first experiences with organizing. So the name of her company is Organized Time. And don't worry, I'm going to have all this in the description below the video. So you don't have to write anything down. I'll make sure that you have all the links. So Marla, then I introduced her to a friend of mine in Missouri. Sorry, it starts with an M, right?
Exactly, close.
And she wanted an organized closet. It was her mother had passed away, and she had all of her stuff crammed in her closet, and it was a small space. And she said, "Can you come to Missouri?" And Marla said, "I can do one better. I can use your iPhone, your iPad, and we'll work remotely." So talk about a flexible lifestyle.
Right.
Talk about flexibility in your work. So I'm going to let you talk for a little while. Tell us a little bit about what you do and what Organized Time is and how you can help people.
Okay. Organized Time is a professional organizing company. And the thing about organizing is there are people who like to do it themselves, DIYers. And if you're a DIYer, but you just need some ideas, I don't know what to do with this, I don't know how to begin, then what I call e-organizing is for you, and that allows me to stay here and we can either be on Zoom or we can FaceTime, or there is an app for Androids. I don't know what it is, but I can get that if you have an Android. And I have done it in Louisiana, Missouri, and Birmingham, Alabama. No, not Birmingham.
Somewhere in
Maryland. In Maryland.
Oh,
Maryland. Yeah. And it starts with the B, whatever that is. Anyway, and so you show me around your space, and I ask you to take a before picture, and then I send you recommendations of what to do. I send you recommendations of donation places and how to get started. And voila, you send me an after picture, which she did, and I have gotten after pictures, and they do a marvelous job. And not only do they follow some of the directions that I give them, but they are then able to come up with their own solutions as well. So I just kind of get the ball rolling, giving you ideas and recommendations, and I'm not one of those who say, absolutely get rid of everything. No, I know that things have sentimental value, and you can also repurpose things. And I'm good about coming up with repurposing ideas as well. So, and I absolutely love to do that kind of thing. So brings me joy.
I'm glad somebody does. You know, it's hard getting rid of, especially like that lady we were talking about. It's hard giving away something that was given to you.
Well, we came up with solutions. She had a family reunion coming up. So I said, if you don't want it and you don't have a place for it, because she had moved into a smaller apartment and this closet was the catch-all. It had business office stuff, it had family stuff, it had games, you name it. It was just the catch-all of things that did not go anywhere else. So we took a good long look at those things, and I said, who else in your family would like to have this family heirloom? And she said, I have a family reunion coming up. I will take it and see. So there were people, because I followed up with that, people who did want that quilt or that picture or whatever it was that was in the closet. So she gained space. And when you gain space and you can open up that closet and go, oh, wow, this is so much better. And then you have peace of mind. The thing to remember, though, Marianne, is it becomes a no parking zone. You know, when you clear off that countertop in the kitchen, it becomes a no parking zone. It's not a place just because it's a flat surface to come in and start dumping more things on top. And if it does, it needs to be a thoroughfare where things come in, but then they leave. They don't get to stay there.
Do you work with families that are clutters, people around you are clutters, like, you know, people that annoy other people?
Yes, actually, I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's some psychology involved in this.
There really is. There really is. I walked into a lady's home. She had asked me to come help her get organized. And she started showing me a pristine household. And I kept thinking, why am I here? Why am I here? And finally, we got to where her frustration spot was. And the frustration spot was her office was upstairs, way back in the back of the house. So she wasn't able, if she was working and her children were home, she couldn't see what they were doing. She couldn't be around them and all of that. So it was interfering with her work. So what we decided was, let's move your office from there into that little, she had a family room that had French doors. So it was able to be shut and we could put a desk in there and she was able to work in there, but still see her girls playing or watching television or whatever. So that was the solution. And so it's not always clutter. Sometimes people just need a better solution for an area of what they want to do, whether it's crafting, business, family time, whatever it is. And so I do help moms to get a good routine for family time and for getting menus together and cleaning their house and all of that kind of stuff. So it's not always stuff that we have to deal with. A lot of times it's how you're spending your time and making sure that you're using good use of your energy, because it's not always time. You've got to consider your energy as well.
So for those people who are trying to live a more flexible life, would you be able to help them if, say, they wanted to buy an RV or a motorhome and they wanted to take their work on the road? Would you be able to help them figure out a way to keep the clutter down and keep organized no matter where they go? Because I'm talking to more and more people that really want to be able to travel more, but and they can because of their business. They're an artist or a blogger or something like that, but they don't know how to take their work with them.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And it's just figuring out, what do you want to do? How do you want to do it? What do you need? Now, since you are paring down and moving into a very tiny space, it's really considering all of your options. What do you absolutely need? And people are going to being virtual and having their, their laptops, iPads, their phones, electronic things, so it's easier. And then also, having information on your jump drive, so you don't have to have reams and reams of paper with you or notebooks or anything like that. Even though I am a paper person, I do use a paper calendar, but still that can go into a bag. So when you can really reduce your business down to working out of a bag that you can take from inside your house to your RV or your car, or if you need to go from your office to, let's say, a coffee shop to meet with a client, and you've got that bag where everything goes in there. So it's a place for everything, and everything in its place, and things go back. That is the secret to organizing, is putting things back in their place. And also leaving yourself clues, like on your calendar, setting alarms and things like that for doing your follow-up and things like that. So I find that working out of a bag and having a bag specific for my business, yeah, I am a bag lady, no doubt about that. So when you've got that going for you and working for you, and you have everything that you need, before you leave the house, you check, is my water bottle in there? Check. Is my phone in there? I can't tell you how many times I've gotten in the car and I went, oh, phone, still on the desk.
Hello,
yes.
phone.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right.
Yes.
Well, we've covered quite a bit of information here.
Yes.
I'd like to just end with mindset.
Okay.
I feel that is so important when you're talking about creating a flexible lifestyle for you, for your family, for your business. We talked about it this morning. Sometimes you don't think that you have a flexible lifestyle, and in reality, you do. You just haven't given it much thought. So
exactly.
Can you talk a little bit about that, about how one would get a mindset of being more flexible?
Well, as we were talking earlier this morning, and I thought, I thought about the statement that says, nobody says, oh, I wish I spent more time at the office. People are saying, I wish I had taken that time to go see the Grand Canyon. I wish I had taken the time to go spend more time with special people in your life. And when you have a flexible lifestyle and you are able to have internet, that would be important, or even having the personal hotspot on your phone so that you can reach out to somebody on your laptop. I've done that before. I've had a board meeting when I had to go spend time with my mother in Louisiana, and had a quick board meeting, and I had my personal hotspot so that I could reach out. And we were having a conference, we were having a Zoom call, and I was able to reach out and have internet that way. So that's very important. And I'm grandma on call. My granddaughter lives in San Antonio. I'm in Houston. So I have been able to do my coaching and my accountability workshops in San Antonio because I have my laptop and was able to get to Zoom and have those meetings. So, and I have to say, even I had somebody that we were trying to get together so we could have coffee, and nothing was working. And I finally said, how about we just meet on Zoom and have our meeting? So that was being very flexible, even though we're in the same city, but miles and miles and miles apart. We were still able to have our meeting anyway, because there's so many things that are available to us on the internet. So,
yay for the internet.
Yes.
It has changed our lives.
Absolutely. So we are able to be flexible in travel and still doing business.
So I know that you have accountability groups and you meet on Zoom. I know that you are able to help people create a flexible lifestyle. So I'm going to have all of Marla's information down below.
Yay.
And I hope that you'll reach out to her, because as you can tell, she's kind of fun and she's nice. Yeah, she's not going to bite you, right?
No, I don't bite. I don't bite. No.
No. And she is going to be part of our community, so you'll be able to meet with her, see her. If you go to our Patreon page and become a community member, you're going to be able to hang out with her. How about that? Wouldn't that be fun?
I love new friends. Yes.
Right. We're going to have meetings. We're going to have get-togethers. We're going to have all kinds of great, wonderful things coming up. So thanks again, Marla, for coming.
Thank you, Marion.
I adore you. You know that.
Well, right back at you, girl.
And we definitely use all of your services.
And you.
You know, it's funny. Isn't that how it works?
Yes.
I think you should come up with your own flexible lifestyle bag that you could sell, because it would have room for your water bottle.
I love it.
Thank you. And you could have your Organized Time logo on it.
Absolutely. Okay, look for that to come. Yes.
Yes. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Marion.
We'll see you
Bye,
again.
y'all.
Miss you already.